Okay, good evening.
Morning.
Morning? そっか. It looks dark. Good morning. As you guys know, my name is Shori,
I'm Saki.
and we're from MTW Next Team. What's
And
the name?
then MTW is a mission organization called Mission to the World. And we are part of Next Team, which focuses on next generation ministry.
Okay.
And we target the ages of 10 to 18 years old. And there are a few reasons that we really focus on youth ministry and next generation ministry.
One of the reasons is 1 out of 8 Protestant church in Japan has no pastor. And then not only that, but if you look at the age of pastors, 70 to 80 years old are 47%, and 50 to 60 years old pastor are 43%. And then there's only 10%, uh, sorry, I'm gonna miss 10% of 20 to 40 years old pastor. And this is a statistic from 2015. So right now it's like average age of the pastor is 70 years old. So we really need Christian population in Japan is very declining and dying. So we really want to focus so that we can focus on next gen needs.
And the Bible also talks about the importance of reaching to the next generation. And I want to read a passage from Psalm 145. It says, "One generation shall commend your works to another, and shall declare your mighty acts. On the glorious splendor of your majesty, and on your wondrous works I will meditate. They shall speak of the might of your awesome deeds, and I will declare your greatness. They tell of the glory of your kingdom and speak of your might, so that all people may know your mighty acts and the glorious splendor of your kingdom." So, throughout the Bible, God is really clear that He wants all people of all nations to know about Him and His good news. But part of telling all nations about God's gospel is sharing the gospel to the next generation. So, youth ministry and next generation ministry isn't just an addition
Mhm.
to God's plan and God's mission, but it is an essential part of the Great Commission and God's vision for His people.
Yeah. So next, focus on 3 parts: reaching, evangelizing, telling the gospel to Christians and non-Christian, and then we do training. So Brooks and Rachel sometimes sometimes teach at the seminary, but also we did the panel discussion at the CPI conference. So wait. Oh yeah, yeah. And also we do sustaining. So missionaries family is very hard work. There's a high divorce rates, burnouts, and everything. So unless we can focus and sustain the missionaries, they can't do healthy ministry. So this is some of the things we do. We do gospel center parenting and then MK care for sustaining. We also do disconnect, connect, and like outreach, immigrant ministries as an outreach trainings as a seminary in CPI. And then last week we went to the CPI conference, which is like Reformed pastors, Japanese pastor and missionary goes there to do recharge and encourage each other about train each other. And this is some picture from it. あれどうした There's a glitch.
Connection.
Bad connection, I guess. So we did a discussion panel with the High BA, which is a ministry for high school ministry. Which they have been doing the ministry for a long time. But as the next team, we don't just want to become the biggest. We don't just want to be the biggest ministry events, but we really want to closely work with local youth ministries. We want to work together and unite together so that we can effectively reach out to the next generation ministry. So we invited high BA's staffs, like 6 of them come to the panel and we did discussion there. But not only that, at CPI we did the. You can go to the next slide. We did the MK care. These are all missionary kids, and they did the child care during the before noon, and then we did the MK cares from 9 to 11 p.m. So this is something we do. And then our full-time ministry have 3 parts. So 1/3 we do connect events, and 1/3 we will serve our local churches. So for us, we serve at NEF. We do youth ministry there. We do some logistic, and we try to do something so that we can serve local churches. So we do individual project. For us, we do. For me, I do video, and then she does immigrant ministry.
And you probably heard about Connect a lot because Kei-chan and sometimes Saki goes to Connect every once in a while. But we want to share a little bit more about Connect and what we do and why we do it. So Connect is an interdenominational youth event. We invite kids from different churches in Nagoya, and it is also bilingual because we have both Japanese kids and the missionary kids who come to the event. And then we have time to share we eat meals together, we play games, and the kids hear about the Bible and we worship together. And sometimes we have a retreat. Once a year we have a retreat, and little Saki came to this retreat. And we also have some time, small group times where we gather kids and we talk about what we learned in the Bible and we pray for each other. And at Connect, we have kids from between ages of 10 to 18 who can come. And we really want the kids to have three kinds of connections at Connect. One is connecting with peers, their friends. Another connection is with adults who care about them. And most importantly, connection with Jesus. And the reason we focus on these three different connections is because in American research, we found out that a child needs at least five adults who love Jesus and are investing in their lives in order for this child to grow up into an adult who walks with Jesus. So the main purpose of Connect isn't to be the biggest youth event in Nagoya. It's really about inviting the churches and the adults from different churches to be equipped and trained so that they can be one of the five adults for the kids in their own church.
So this is about connect. Next is about individual project. Oh, skip. Individual project. So one third of our time will be our individual project. So what I would like, what my passion is to do, because of my background, the free resources online help me to like know Jesus Christ. So, but there's a lot of content in English, but there's not a lot of content in Japanese. So what I want to do is to create the bridge between different churches and youth ministry, so we can provide free resources for Japanese people. I was having conversation with high BA staff and then asking, what do you guys need? What can we do to help you? And then one of the things he said was we need some video editor that can make a video for us. So we really need free resources online so that people who is not willing to come to the church can have a little bit of taste of what gospel is and what church is. And the youth have a lot of time. They have some people say TikTok make a retention shorter, but they listen to a lot of gameplays for hours and hours and hours. So I really do want to, unless we go out where young people are, we will lose a generation. So this is what I'm focusing on. So we can put the highlight on uh, youth ministries and churches that serving Nagoya.
And my individual ministry, individual project is immigrant ministry. I have a heart for immigrant population and immigrant youth in Nagoya. You might already notice, but in Japan, there's a growing population of immigrants and the second generation of immigrants from countries like the Philippines, Nepal, and Vietnam. And IT prefecture actually has the second highest population of foreigners and immigrants next to Tokyo. There is a need for community and ministry for this population. But sometimes, as you know, the Japanese culture has a strong pressure to assimilate and to be like everybody else. So sometimes in schools and in companies and in the society, these people feel like they're kind of left out and not really included in the community. But if you look at the Bible, God is really clear that He cares about the immigrants and the foreigners, and He commanded the Israelites to take care of the foreigners among them. And I believe that the same commandment is same heart is given to the church. So I want to see the churches in Nagoya be a place where these foreigners and immigrants are welcomed and accepted into for who they are. So right now, I am volunteering at one of the local elementary schools in Nakaku. And this school has a relatively high population of immigrant kids in their student body. So I go there once a month to teach the first graders English. And right now, I'm just building relationships there because it's a public school. We can't share the gospel, we can't talk about Jesus, but I'm still getting to know the students and the teachers and the parents in the community. And eventually, we want to start some kind of community-based ministry in this neighborhood. Sure.
Uh, okay. So we want to invite you guys to be. Oh, is this okay?
Yeah. Do you want me to?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in order for us to do these individual projects, like Shori's media project and my immigrant ministry, we need to be fully supported. So right now we are support raising. That's why we were in the United States for a couple months. Right now, the only ministry that most of the ministry that we are part of is just Connect, and we are not able to do any immigrant ministry or media ministry because we really want to focus our time on support raising. And we are inviting different churches and different people to be part of this vision that God has given us. And then this ministry isn't something that we can do on our own. We need people, we need churches who are praying for us and who are supporting us financially and with prayer, so that this is not ministry that just the two of us are doing. The people who are supporting us are part of this vision, are part of God's work, and we want to invite more people to be part of this vision and be part of the kingdom work. And so right now, in order for us to be 100% supported, we need to raise the total of 640,000 yen per month. So this is not gonna be just our salary. It also includes the tax we have to pay. It also includes the insurance that us and the company have to pay. So the total cost for us to be full-time ministry is this much. And right now we are 59% funded for this year, but we a lot of that support is one-time gifts, and we need more people who can support us continuously. So we are inviting people to support us financially and not just one time. And then that could look different. For example, if everybody is supporting,
Yeah.
if everybody is giving, for example, 5,000 yen per month, we need 123 people to be part of our ministry team. And if everybody is giving 30,000 yen per month, we need 19 people. So we want to ask you to be part of this 123 supporters or the 19 supporters. And then we consider NEF to be our home church. So we will be really honored if members of our church is part of this ministry team, is part of this vision that God has given us so that we can do, so that we can all together be part of God's vision and his work in the kingdom. You want to explain how?
Yes. So, wow. For American supporter, you can give it to us by scanning the QR code, and then the money will go to the MTW project account, and then you can donate it through dollar. But if you're a Japanese supporter, it's because of the exchange rate is going up and down. If you support us in here, it's gonna change the exchange rate. So now we have this uh, Mitsubishi Ginko's account for Nihon Choro Dendo Kyokai, and then if you could send us money there in Japanese yen, and if you can tell us how much you donated us, uh, we can receive the money from there too. So I know it's kind of long, but
But we
this is
can
two
send this
ways.
information
Yes.
again. And
Yeah.
we also have our newsletters that we send every other month. So if you're not already, you can get subscribed to our newsletters so that you can receive updates on what our ministry is like and what our prayer requests are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for this time to share about our ministry and our needs, and we will really like to invite you to, with prayer, consider being part of our ministry partner team.
Yes.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.